How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Tuesday, June the 10th, 2025. It's your man Big D, and I am back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to show support to my son and I. We both greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Well, family, I'm back with another video, and I am going to be talking about a little bit further about the things going on in LA concerning these riots. And I was just, it's crazy because I was looking at some of the comments that were left on my son's video when he spoke on the Los Angeles riots and how it has the whole world, the whole state on fire. And somebody said, imagine saying the entire state is on fire when it's literally um, one block in one city. So I get it. Maybe it's not the whole world, maybe it's not the whole entire country. But what we have to understand is this: the damage and loss of property and loss of life that can occur within the span of one block can be very, very significant. In a matter of a block, you can have looting of stores, you can have loss of life in the midst of this looting and robbing and pillaging and basically all types of criminal mischief. You can have all this going on in the span of one block. And at the end of it, when the smoke clears, the poor taxpayers are going to be feeling it. See, when this nonsense continue to happen, even if it's in the span of just one block in one city, it has the propensity to spill over where the people that are working to make ends meet, trying to pay their honest debts, they are going to be the ones that's feeling it. People that ain't paying no taxes. That I mean, they ain't feeling nothing. People that's working under the table ain't got no legitimate job. They ain't gonna feel shit. So yeah, I get it. It's only one block in one city, but I guarantee you, let's look at I wonder if we could do a tally of the toll of the damage that has been done and how much it is going to cost to make the repairs. So I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it is literally one block in one city. But I tell you what, I wouldn't want that BS down here in my hometown, even if it was just a block. Because man, you know, a lot encompasses a block. You can have a lot of businesses on a block. You can do a lot of damage in one city block. But at any rate, I found a young man on these internet streets, and I believe that he can provide a different look and perspective on what's going on with these riots and this whole illegal immigration situation that we got going on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this young man has to say.
Unless you guys are living under a rock, you guys already know what's going on in LA with the ICE raids and everything else. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there, and trust me, this is from someone that came from an immigrant family, a Mexican immigrant family, right? So I feel I have a unique perspective because I worked at ICE detention facilities for over 8 years, because I was, law enforcement with the U.S. Marshals, so I got to see a little bit of what happened in the background. Got a lot of friends also that are ICE agents, right? That are ERO ICE agents, Enforcement Removal Operation ICE agents. What I can tell you is this: these agents are out there doing their job, okay? Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with the laws, with the with the immigration laws of this country or not, they're laws. This federal agencies, ICE agent, ERO, fucking HSI, marshals, whoever, DEA, all the FBI, everyone's out there helping the Department of Homeland Security right now. These guys are doing their job, right? They're enforcing the laws that certain politicians, certain sanctuary cities, sanctuary states in our case, fail to enforce. They failed to enforce these laws and they got out of control, and now this is what's happening. I'm sure some of those people are hardworking people, you know, that I understand they have families, they have kids, you know, people of good, people that mean well. But if they're here in the country illegally, it's illegal. It's in the word, right? And before I hear anyone say anything about me being a hypocrite because I'm Mexican, right? Let me remind everyone.
Well, no, brother, your people gonna do more than call you a hypocrite. They gonna call you a sellout. They gonna call you a whatever Uncle Tom is in your in you know in your language. Oh yeah, that what they gonna say. Because at the end of the day, man, them people don't, the people that's looting and rioting and causing all this chaos, man, they don't give a damn about all these law enforcement officers are just doing their job. They care less because they don't have no they don't really have no true skin in the game. Yeah, I get it. You know, um, living in this country presents better opportunities. The quality of life is better in this country versus maybe in Mexico. Maybe you have the potential to survive in this country versus in Mexico. I don't know the circumstances, but the fact is that as this gentleman said, the the, the operative word is illegal. You are here illegally, and it don't matter if your daddy came over here illegally and he produced children. Okay, well, maybe maybe because the children are born in this country, you know, they have their citizenship, but the daddy don't. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, you separating families and this and that and that and this," but you know, but hey, they don't have no problem when a man putting his hands on a woman and she don't like it and she call the police and they snatch his ass up out the house. Well, he getting separated. What how do the kids feel? I mean, people always want to make all these excuses for not wanting to take accountability and responsibility for their own failures at life where they could have improved in areas that perhaps would have dealt them a different outcome.
One that my family came here the legal way. My grandparents, which were fucking busted their ass working in the fields, picking crops, came here the legal way. It's hard for me to understand how people can be so outraged when they're held accountable, right? They're being arrested, they're being deported because they're here illegally, because they overstayed their visas or they came here into the country illegally, and they're still fucking getting mad. And then what's up with everyone? What's up with everyone? All the fucking everything that's going on the freeways. I saw some videos with the highway patrol vehicles getting smashed with rocks, people throwing shit at ICE agents. I saw a U.S. Marshals bus getting fucking blocked, getting attacked. What's the deal with that? Everyone's waving their Mexican flag. Everyone's so outraged, right? Not understanding that they're impeding the fucking traffic. They're impeding the freeway. People are going to work. People, are going to the hospital, to fucking doctor's appointments. Women are on their way to the fucking hospital to give birth. People are on fucking ambulances with a heart attack, and you guys are blocking the fucking road.
And that's why I say they don't give a damn about America. They don't give a damn about this country. They are opportunists. And what they care about most is what this country can do for them. Like this gentleman said, you have people that have real world life emergencies and they can't even get from point A to point B because these people are showing their ass down there. And yeah, it might only be one block in one city, but tell that to somebody who's having a heart attack. Tell that to the poor woman who's in labor, and her labor is premature. She ain't even supposed to be in labor yet, so she already got a shaky pregnancy, and now she needs to potentially go deliver a premature baby, but she can't get to the hospital because these fools out here are causing chaos and bringing traffic to a damn halt. People gotta people is literally, I can only imagine how do you detour on the interstate? How do you do a U-turn on the interstate? How do can you imagine how much how many problems you can cause just by blocking off a portion of the highway because you throwing bricks and deadly missiles? Man, that is just crazy to me.
That's not protesting. That is not fucking protesting. Blocking the road and interrupting everyone else's fucking life is not protesting. And it's fucking shitty because all I see, the majority of the flags that I see being flown are Mexican flags. And it's fucked up and it's shitty because I don't associate with myself with fucking lawlessness. But anyway, you got the LA mayor, you have the Governor Newsom saying that it's Trump's fault, that it's ICE agents' fault, as if these people weren't here illegally in the country. It's almost like we've dealt with it for so long and it's been part of our culture, and it's been, especially here in California, right?
Nah, you know what? No, it's part of the programming. And that's basically the same thing he said. It's just something that's been going on for so long, been put in front of the American citizens' face, and we just been dealing with it because it wasn't really to the point where things were so plentiful in this country that we didn't start feeling the burden of all these illegal immigrants in our country that was feeding off resources that really and truly are meant for the American people. Now, I'm not talking about, for people that want to ride out on Section 8 and the food stamps and the government. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the good, honest folk that maybe need assistance so they can get on their feet and they eventually go on to get on their feet. But I'm not talking about riding out on the system for years and years. We're not talking about that. And this administration finna stop that anyway, because that also is a drain on the system when you have people abusing the system, people that could take their ass to work, don't even want to work. Most of us have been working ever since I can remember working ever since I was 15, 16. Man, you can't working half my life working, and you can't even get people to damn do a good 2 years on the job. They quitting. But back to what this young man was saying, man, you talking about damn how protesting is peaceful, but it ain't peaceful when you destroying property. As I said, these people, do they really care about Americans? Do they really care about America? Or do they care about what America can do for them? And when it get to the point that now this the spoils and all the good things you got from being in this country is going to come to a screeching halt. Now your true colors come to light. Now you want to show who you really are. I understand that, yeah, man, I get it. To one day wake up, you've been riding out because, other administrations thought it was okay to just let people just come across the borders and just feed on all their resources, just like little parasites and whatnot, while scoffing in the Americans people face. Okay, I get it. You were living good. But now it's come to an end. And instead of you saying, "Man, you know what? Man, this thing was good while it lasted. But hopefully I done saved some monies. I done sent enough monies back to my family in Mexico or wherever. and I should be okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave, or maybe try to see if you can I don't know, leave and come back and try to do it the legal way. If America was that good to you that you don't want to voluntarily go back to your own country, well then maybe you should try to be here legally and try to do it the legal way. But no, we won't do that. We're gonna show our ass on the way out.
sanctuary, and then in fucking New York and other shithole places like that that have sanctuary states and cities. But it's almost like we've lived like this for so long that it's become normal. That now when people are fucking now when there's a government that's trying to enforce laws, rules, and regulations and holding people accountable, now it's outrage. Separating families. You know, people talk about it like it's something out of this world. Like if I get arrested, I'm not gonna get separated from my family, right? If I go rob a fucking bank, I don't think people are gonna be saying, "Oh, pobrecito Angel, he got separated from his family." Nope. Guess what? You broke the law. You get fucking arrested. You get separated from your family. You came in here to the country illegally. You broke the law. Your ass is gonna get deported. Separated from your family. Why is it hard for people to understand that there's consequences to the shit that we do? Like I get it. It's fucking shitty. But hey, it's a risk that you're willing to take, obviously. And then when you get caught up, how can you get upset? How can we possibly get upset if you know these are the consequences? And then these people are throwing things at the fucking federal agents, at the law enforcement, at the cops. They're throwing rocks. What's gonna happen when one of these fucking guys is able to articulate that they feared for their life and they fucking shoot someone? Then what's gonna happen? Imagine the fucking chaos then, the outrage then, right? I could already see it. ICE agent shoots unarmed man in a peaceful protest. I could already fucking see it. I could already see it. And it's a matter of time till it happens. What do you think is gonna happen when you have fucking people throwing fireworks, throwing rocks, throwing all kinds of shit to fucking to these federal rangers? What do you think they're gonna do? These people have families as well. What do you think is gonna happen? I hope this video opens people's eyes. I understand that we're not all gonna agree. It's a very touchy subject. I understand that, but I hope that you sit back and think about it. This is not an answer. This violence shit is not gonna work. It's not an answer. You're not gonna win. The federal agents are enforcing laws. It's not like they're doing shit that's illegal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, and then here's another thing. And then people are fucking and looting, breaking shit, lighting vehicles on fire, breaking into fucking stores, stealing shit. Really? Fucking up the whole city. You have people fucking up the whole city, right? In protest. You guys are fucking up your own city. Your own city. You guys are screwing over your own business owners, your own community. I hope everyone takes a chill pill.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. According to him, sounds to me like it's more than just one block in one city. Yeah, it might be in one city, but it sounds to me like it's more than just one block. Oh, it sounds like a hell of a big block. So, you know, when this is over with, somebody gonna have to pay to fix all this. And you know they always pass the burden on to the taxpayer. You already know this was gonna happen.
I hope people start opening their eyes and start understanding that when you fuck up, you're going to be held accountable. You know, I understand it. It's shitty. I understand that not everyone's a criminal, but you also need to understand that immigration is a law. And that if you're here in the country illegally, you broke the law. It's a crime. I hope everyone's all right. Please be safe out there. Law enforcement guys, you know, I'm with you. Watch your back out there. I have a lot of ICE agent friends. Please be careful out there. I hope things don't snowball out of control more than they already did, because I could see things getting a lot worse. I could see people losing their lives. I've seen some of these videos. I'm telling you, I've seen some of these videos where law enforcement is showing a lot of restraint. I'm telling you guys right now, coming from law enforcement experience, these officers are showing a lot of restraint. Don't abuse it. Don't take their kindness for weakness. I'm telling you right now. If this continues, God forbid, we're going to be watching someone fucking deaths in the news. Some of these protesters are doing things that authorizes lethal force from these federal agents. So keep that in mind. Don't do anything stupid. I don't know. Maybe you guys should be waving the American flag if you want to fucking stay here. And here's another thing. I've never seen that energy. I've never seen that protest in Mexico. I've never seen people protest their government with that energy. Protest the criminal organizations with that fucking energy. That energy in your country. I want to see it. Hopefully everyone's okay. You guys have a good week. Unless you guys are...
So, as you heard this gentleman close out, Why y'all don't why y'all won't take this same energy back to Mexico or to back to whatever country you come from? Why is that? So you want to show your ass and destroy our country, even if it's just one city block, it don't make it right. And as I used to always tell people, man, you know what? Like this young man said, there are consequences for our actions. And nobody wants to accept that until the ride of good fortune stops. Give you a prime example. Hey man, you might want to stop slinging dope on the corner because it's just a matter of time. Man, you might want to stop living that kind of lifestyle. Man, it's just a matter of time. Nah, man, the money good, the money flowing, the money flowing. So now, as when the money flowing and they moving that way, they making that bread, tax free. They ain't got to pay no taxes on on that dope money. You know what? Life is good until your ass get knocked off, till the police get you. Then that's when reality sets in. So it is no different from these folk. The people that were here legally, man, they was having a good time, enjoying the ride, and doing what they want to do when they want to do it. But now that you got this current administration saying, nah, the buck stops here, now they want to show their ass. And in closing, I agree with him 1,000% in that I can already see with these people hurling bricks and boulders and small rocks at these law enforcement officers, they can easily articulate why they felt they had no other choice but to use lethal force. I'm telling you, if people don't start chilling out, like he said, man, it's gonna get a lot crazier. And do we really need that with all the stuff going on, with Russia and Iran, and you got wars, rumors of wars. Man, let me tell you something. You can be at war and not even know it. A country can already be at war and not even know it. Just cause there ain't no bombs and all that shit dropping down in your backyard, don't mean that you are not at war in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.